if you were to dumb down blockchain the way it was, let's use the train analogy, like train cars. You have this info locked in each car,
Sure.
moving forward, that's impenetrable. You can't break in and change it, or you can't break in and steal anything out of it.
Yeah, once the train has left the tracks, it's left the tracks. And there are new blocks or train cars being added to that train. Say take the Bitcoin blockchain, for example, every 10 minutes for Bitcoin. So there's a group of transactions. The miners and the validators are working in the network. The miner that solves the cryptographic equation, it uses SHA-256 cryptography. We probably don't want to get into all that. The miner No time. The miner that solves that problem gets awarded the right to form the next block of transactions. All the other miners validate, yep, they got they solved the SHA-256 problem. They get the right to validate, to form the next block, and then once that block is formed, the ledger goes out, it's copied on all the different nodes on the Bitcoin blockchain, and all those nodes have a copy of the same ledger.
So you have all these smart people racing to solve these riddles, and whoever solves it and gets verified first gets their own block?
With one caveat.
Okay.
They're not smart people, it's just computers. So the miners are actually just computers that run software.
And they're just running what, algorithms?
They're running like a hashing function that is attempting to solve a really, really complicated math problem.
So just scraping for data and trying to slot numbers in properly until...
Yep. Yeah, imagine like all the grains of sand in the world, and you got to find one grain of sand out of that, all the grains of sand. These computers are sifting through all these numbers, trying and failing, wrong grain of sand, and then boom, right grain of sand. Then that miner, whoever owns that miner, that miner is going to be someone who's like got they're pointed towards a mining pool, and they're going to get a block reward, which is again hard coded in the system. It's not anybody behind a computer sending a block reward to that miner. It is hard coded into the Bitcoin.
It just automatically generates that new block.
Exactly. The core code is not going to change. So every 4 years, it's hard coded into the system that there will be a halving of the block reward. So about 2 years from now, the block reward will go from 6.25, which is it is now. Then 4 years previously it was at whatever that would have been, 12 and a half, yeah. And then 25, and then 50, and so now it's going to 3.175 or whatever. So, 6.25 to 3.175.
Divided by 2, yeah.
So when those events happen, the supply is constrained, and price usually jumps up around the time where there's a halving, because every 10 minutes, instead of 6 Bitcoin coming onto the network, or 6.25 every 10 minutes, there's now 3.175. And so you have a halving of the amount of supply, and when supply gets crunched, price goes up.